meeting to order. Judy, do you want to lead us?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A bit of a pause there, you're about to have to say it by yourself. A little weird.
Roll call.
Well, I was waiting for you to catch
Judy. Here.
up. Oh, here. She was.
Sharon. Thea.
Here.
Janet.
Here.
Josh.
Here.
Audience.
Here.
We're all here. Let's start the final reading of the budget.
Guys, what she done is some of those figures of direct distributions were in the previous budget, some were not. She'd never got a deal from anybody on direct distributions, and of course, it was hard to figure out when Julie put it together last year whether she had it added in there, but there was a few she didn't, so there's the corrections on there as far as the previous budget we had. And she said when she finished it, she said, this is as close as we're gonna get this year. Next year will be a lot better budget, as long as everybody turns in their receipts. Yum. Janet, did you see anything in there that was contradictory to what we had previously?
I haven't had a chance to look at it,
Okay,
so I'm gonna look at the, what I sent her.
For the mosquito fund, so the payroll, is the payroll in the estimated general expenditures for everything?
yes.
Okay.
So she said, why are we doing it this way? And I said, well, it's good for us to look at, because if we take it in, go to the one that where it's all the payrolls for everything, then we've got to go back and we've got to break it down. So I don't know if you guys like it like this, but I'd like to see what our deal was without going to the payroll of wherever it's at in here.
It's under estimated general expenditures.
Okay. Oh,
See, and I believe that the way it is, Thea, on that is payroll, it shows 25 in there, so that would not be the total amount, but part of that payroll, and next year, you know, I'd like to see us do a line item budget to where we could go down through it, and then we'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
But in administration, part of the 85,000 is part of the payroll too, so, you know, it's gonna be, you know, if we've gotta break it down, then of course, somebody's gonna have to go to Sandy and say, okay, you need to break this down for us, what is our actuals, on this?
Okay, so the budget, the one that's labeled budget, 25-26, that's the updated one, correct? And then
Right.
the other one that's, so it's
Yeah.
actually 34,000 for the payroll and 50,000 is administration. Although there's administration for, general expenditures, enterprise, sewer fund, so those still have their administration,
Right.
phased out. It's just mosquito fund does, which makes sense, cause it's kind of with the,
Yeah, I see one thing on the mosquito fund. Of course, you know, this again is an estimated budget, you know, there's no such thing as an actual budget, but, the mosquito spray still shows insecticides of 2,000. That should have been,
yeah.
payroll. Cause our insecticides are gonna run us between 8,000 and 10,000 a year.
Yeah, did she get the updated number? I from the first meeting, I emailed her the updated numbers we had.
Yes.
come up with.
She did get them.
Okay, I didn't know if, I don't remember if we made further
Right.
changes the second time.
Yeah.
Cause I didn't say anything to her the second time, so I don't know
Right.
if she got.
Yeah, no, I give them to her when I took in all the stuff Thursday.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Oh, go ahead, Jen.
No,
no, go ahead, Judy.
I just am curious, where does the $10 fee go from the court? where does that go? Where,
Wherever you guys want it to go, it goes to, my understanding is it goes to the general fund. But it gets accounted, you know, as court income, but
and so it is put where?
I would guess it's put in the general fund and it helps pay the judge and,
Okay, that, I just
And
wanted to
Jerry?
know.
Yeah, here.
And then where does it show where we pay the judge and the lawyer? Where does that come out of?
That's out of general fund.
That would probably be payroll estimated for the
Uh,
general fund
Would it
expenditures.
be payroll or would it be administration for the town? 'Cause I don't know. Cause I'm a little confused about how she broke out the police expenses. So the payroll is right. That's really close. But in administration, she has 9,500. And then for vehicles, she has 29,000. For equipment, she has 36,000. I'm not quite sure where that came from. I guess, she has, if, in the budget I sent her, we had department expenses, which were, equipment, ammunition, training, repair, uniforms, and then also that includes that dispatch fee, the 27,000 for
Right.
dispatch. So I'm not sure equipment is really the right descriptor for that. It should be police department expenses, or something like that, because it's not really equipment.
Department.
Because dispatch is not equipment. And I think, you know, I'm sort of looking to the future, if the town gets audited again, it's gonna be hard to sort of figure out like how, if that gets coded as, if the dispatch fee gets coded as equipment, then it's gonna be confusing down the line.
So let's just, what I'll do is, I'm gonna take payroll into her Monday, I'll have her change that equipment to department expenses.
I think department expenses might be too broad, and that might be why she's not doing it that way.
Well, maybe she could just, maybe she could just,
More
sorry.
specific.
maybe she could have like police equipment, which is uniforms, repair, training, you know, maybe put training under administration, but then, and then have a separate line for dispatch.
Yeah, I think that would be probably the better idea. That way it's clear, you know, we don't want to be vague.
So do we wanna leave we'll call it department expenses and police equipment, do we wanna leave it at 36,000? Where are we gonna put
No, I don't know where she came up with that, cause it's a little higher than what we had, but, that 27,000 for dispatch needs to come out of that and just be put in its own line,
So, minus 27
less
1,000.
dispatch,
for dispatch.
yeah.
Okay. And the vehicles on the 29,000, Janet, is that, repairs?
Well, that
or-
seems a little, that seems high, I'm
Well-
not sure where, unless, so when I did the budget, cause I don't have access to anything anymore, I had insurance for the police vehicles at 2,200 a year, which may be low these days. With 400 a month for maintenance and repair of the vehicles, and then Daryl and I sat down, and with 2 officers, which is what this budget reflects, we came up with 13,000 a year, which is about, there's a breakdown. Fuel, about $30 per day per officer, and that's 4 days a week per officer. So the total annual is $62.40, per officer, or $12,480. So that's where we came up, and then we added a 5% increase.
I wonder if that vehicles includes part of the gas and she just put everything into,
Well, that includes, so fuel is in there, I had 20,000, that included fuel, insurance, and maintenance and repair.
okay.
So I'm not sure where she came up with that extra $9,000.
So that vehicles was fuel, insurance.
And then we need to make sure that whatever I guess probably the admin line needs to reflect, and maybe that does, it needs to reflect the Tyler license that we pay annually.
Yeah, what was it called, Tyler? What?
It's the Tyler Technologies annual license, and that's $1936 a year.
Tyler. Okay. So somewhere, and let's go back to mosquitoes, we've gotta get the insecticide. I'm gonna change that on this budget, and I'm gonna make that, let's just round it off at 10, cause it's gonna be between 85, 110, just depending on the prices. That sound good to everybody? And leave the 2,000 in there for, cause 3,200s don't represent even close to what we're gonna spend.
Well, if you're gonna do 10,000 for the stuff.
Yes, like I say, it's,
Well, we just bought insecticide, correct? With all
Should-
of
yeah,
last
it should
year's
be
budget.
Every year for this battle, finish this year out.
yeah,
So would we be okay with not worrying about it again until next budget?
no, we won't, but this is for the next budget, so we really need to, and it just depends on how much we use, cause we ordered enough cases to give us 55 gallons, and it just depends on, you know, the weather and how many times we're gonna get to spray, and there's a lot of factors, so again, it's an estimate, and, you know, and it's like we've talked before, is these numbers can be changed with a resolution, so, you know, if we need to change numbers somewhere during the fiscal year, we can do that through a resolution and add to or take away. And most of the time it would be add to, not take away.
Now, did you say the payroll is going on mosquito fund too? Cause it
Well,
shows it here.
Yeah, it shows, she's wrapped all that up, but into one number. But I would like to change insecticides, that should read payroll, and she's probably gonna argue with me on it, if she does, she knows more than I know, so I'm gonna agree with her.
Hold on. Okay, oh, these are all, I think these are out of order. Because there's this one, and it has mosquito fund payroll at 1,000, insecticide at 7,000, cash reserve at 220, so the total is actually 9,220.
Was that the last one we looked at, or is that this one? you looked at?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
you think this is for the new one,
I
and
think this is for the new
old
one, because this has what we asked to have added to it, and this other one with the $2,000, that didn't change, because I think that's the old one.
Yeah, so the pages was just out of
The
order.
pages are not in order. So that looks much better.
Gotcha.
So I think that's, okay, I think things.
Yeah.
Janet, does it look better on that page?
Which page?
There's another page that has the, it's gonna be like the second to last one.
Well, so I'm just looking at the 25, 26. I'm not
Right.
looking at this one.
I know,
This is
I'm
the
talking
one.
about like this, like, that's not the right one.
It is.
It's this way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the one that says
that's-
2,000.
No, see, this is also
Mosquito
what we
is
added
the
last time.
budget for
So
23,
this is,
Oh, wait,
this is the
why?
new one. Yeah. that's
Well,
what
then
it
this is like, I mean, so that's not, no, huh? And this
Still
is
wrong,
not,
but-
it's still wrong, because the
Yeah, because
budget,
it's got
the police
300,000 for the
expenses-
police.
So now we have to look
that's
at
why
it
I
again.
thought this is the right one. And the reason I say that is because this reflects
Well-
what I gave her, and this one is like,
So-
nowhere near
So-
what I submitted as the police department budget. So the total expenses for the police department in the budget I sent was 267, 122.
And this
The
was-
payroll expense for, in the budget I sent was 202, 825.
this
So she
is
just
correct.
rounded that one up to 205. Admin, I had 91.99, so she rounded that up. Vehicles, I'm not sure where that came from. Equipment, I think if you take, I'm not sure, I have 32,000 plus, I don't know what, I think she rounded a few things up, and then K-9. So,
But-
this is the payroll, that payroll administration, all of that, is,
This one with the new numbers on it has to be the newest one because it has the mosquito spray stuff on it.
can we call her? Because this is,
Because the mosquito fund looks better on this one, it looks like the updated numbers, but if the police fund is completely wrong, then
the police fund is,
what are we looking at?
and this one
I
is,
think an updated one would have been just,
well, the problem is that it's just, you know, it's like,
I'm really confused, because the mosquito fund over here looks like the stuff that we wanted on here, the payroll insecticide at 7,000, payroll at 1,000, that looks like what we
right,
talked
but
about.
that 393, 200, I mean, that's like
Yeah, but the.
over $100,000 more.
But the administration did go up to 55,000, so it's like she added.
No, our administration does, no.
Well, what I'm saying is that you had stuff, talking about stuff over here that was missing, like the dispatch fee that wasn't listed, and so could have been incorporated into this administration.
No,
Yeah, it's on the back.
because if you look at what I
It's on the
submitted,
back of that one.
the numbers in the one where payroll is
Oh, yeah,
205,
this is very confusing.
those line up pretty closely, except for the vehicles, with what I submitted. So, and the 281 is very close. 393 is so far off of the budget that we submitted.
And that's this one.
And I think that's because that's based on 3 officers.
Right. So basically what you're looking at, you saying is the right one, is where it's got total expenditures, of 578,040.
What? Oh, I see, total police expenditures of 281,000.
Right, and is that close to what you had?
Well, yeah, but I have notes, so we have notes for you to take to Sandy. Or, when are you going?
Monday.
When on Monday?
Probably early, cause everybody's gonna wanna get paid.
That and this thing, I think this budget's due Monday.
Yeah, it is due Monday.
Okay.
Monday by midnight.
Oh, I have a headache.
Well, so, cause I was gonna go in Monday morning, because I have a lot of stuff to do to catch up for the end of the month.
Michelle sent me a file, wait. Michelle sent me the file budget thingy, so I can actually see the actual one.
Can you email it to me and I can print it out so it goes all the way across
Oh,
instead of
never
back and forth?
mind. That's the one that I sent, Stampy.
Oh, well, so,
I think we're just going to have to pass it the way it is. We're going to have to change it as we go through because the past budgets have never been right. Nobody's had the numbers. And we're not going to get the right numbers until we have a bookkeeper that's doing things right, which is this year. So we're just going to have to bite the bullet and we're going to have to pass and hope that everything goes good.
well, can you pass it so that, saying that this police fund expenditures need to be the one where payroll is 205,000? Can you pass it saying that is what should be in the next budget starting July 1st, instead of this other one, which I think is probably from last year.
It is. But you're right, and then the one we was talking about, Janet, payroll of 205,000, administration includes Tyler Tech, that's the 9,500 vehicles, fuel, insurance, and repairs. So everything, that's the one you wanna see.
And then, right, and then the notes are that, the equipment and department expenses, instead of being 36,000, because that, unless you say equipment and department expenses, then I think that's okay to keep the dispatch fee in. If she wants to leave it as equipment, then that dispatch fee should be its own line.
Yeah, I'll just tell her
Does
to
that make
put
sense?
up.
But she can call me,
Yeah,
have her, I'll give you my,
Yeah.
work cell phone.
Oh, mercy.
Janet.
Well, I think you got it right, actually, other
Yeah.
than this.
What
We
is
just
it?
don't have it
isn't
wanna
this
make sure it's-
right?
307.
But this
Yeah,
police
hold on.
one is, I remember her talking
I
about
don't,
that.
I can never remember it.
It's like,
Yeah,
they
so
were-
it makes-
it's like they were mixed, like the police fund should be here and this
Right.
mosquito
Mhm.
is.
And then this
205.
one should be there.
Okay,
343.
Because the mosquito fund looks like what we talked
3,
about.
Right.
4,
I mean, it's not as much as we talked about, but it's,
Okay.
this keeps us under the
Right.
expected income. But yeah,
This is the correct one that you want. And I'm gonna have her call you anyway, so you can, anything you need to
Yeah, 'cause
cover
they're gonna
with
have to
her.
redo that mosquito fund. 'cause that
Well,
was-
actually have her text me at that number and then I'll come into the office.
Okay,
So I'm not coming to
This
the office
one's
and
not
waiting
gonna
around for a
put
phone
this
call.
one
Right.
right there.
Or cut this one off and go.
no, no, wait, this has to be this one.
Could you text me?
What is this circus? I don't understand. Yeah, never mind.
It's not like,
Okay, so these go together, but these, and these go together, but this is the old one, and this was the new one.
Yeah, it's almost like
What's
she's
the-
mixed this one up with the old and new, and then this one mixed up with the old and new.
Yeah, because
Because
they-
this one should have been over here, and this one should,
something like
and
that.
then this one should have been the correct one right there,
Right.
because we had talked about all that.
Yes, we talked about, so this mosquito fund should be over
And I got 15 today.
here, but
Actually, I think we were helping.
these are the, see,
She's doing all like this.
these are the right numbers, but this mosquito fund,
Like
these
this
two-
goes,
That's right.
God, this is how.
Yeah, these two are just mixed
so
up.
it's the
This
mosquito
is the
fund.
right
should be
one,
over
this is
here.
the right
This
one on
is
this
right.
one, but this is
This
the wrong
should
one,
be
and this should be
here.
the
So
right
we
one
had 2
on here.
days.
So it looks
And
like
there's
she
your
just
sewer
mixed
fund
these,
for-
this and this up. That should have been
It's
over on
close.
this page here.
Yeah, look, see, it has a cash
59,
reserve.
that's
It's
close.
continued on this page. So
General
this one actually goes with
expenses,
that one, and this one here doesn't have it. So
374,
these two
where
ones.
it's 461 a year.
Numbers.
How's that right?
on the.
This one's 374 and the new
Because
one's
the cash reserve on the
461.
sewer fund is up here on this line.
And this one's 59 and 65.
How long should I say?
374.
Where's she at?
374 and it goes.
Wow, she's.
Well, no, the this estimated is 374, as is 461.
Yes, so did you hear what I said?
Certifying next
About how
week.
they, because the cash reserve for the sewer fund continues on the next page, whereas over here, it's on one page. So these two actually go together. So the mosquito fund with 3,222 in it is wrong,
Really?
It should
where
be
the police
this
fund's
one.
closer, but the mosquito fund on the alleged old one is the ones that we talked about.
This is for your kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the one that we should be looking at on the mosquito fund is the 1,000, the 7,000,
Yeah.
555.
My mom.
So I think we've got our papers next up.
Well,
It ain't the papers, it's just.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just the thing was the way it was
whatever
put on there was
yeah.
wrong. This
Because-
one is right, and this one is right.
Right.
yeah, because you can see where the cash reserve from sewer fund is continued onto the second page, those two have to go together. Because the cash reserve on the sewer fund for the 23-24 budget page is all on one page, so. Well. And of course, all the numbers on the 25-26 budget look okay, I think. Now I'm not sure.
This needs.
Well, I like this mosquito fund on this separate page.
I like
The better, because
And all
this is
the
the
rest
stuff
of
that
them
we
are
talked
close.
about.
The other one that
And then
is
this
this.
is not,
The
so
rest
this
of
one
them
should
are all,
just be
that's
marked
58
off.
against
And
59.
this is the right one.
461, 374.
Okay, so it's the mosquito fund.
65, it's the only mosquito fund.
Yeah.
Okay, so the police fund, you were correct, Janet, that one is closed, that one is it. It's the mosquito fund that's not the right one, that's the old one, the new one's over on the other
On the other
page.
page, so she just mixed
Okay,
that
so she needs
up.
to swap those two.
So the center side should be.
Couldn't a person just cut that one off there and put it over that and the rest of it's
Yeah.
good?
Yep,
I'm just gonna do this with
I feel like that would be,
Easier.
yeah.
the payroll.
Yeah, because then she could just print out the right thing for the whole.
Right.
Yes, yep, my.
We already got it solved. No, just cut this off, paste it over that. and
Should
this whole
probably
thing
get
is
that
set.
back for you.
You got any scissors and tape?
In the office,
Can you get in there?
Janet can.
What?
Can you get in the office for us?
We need scissors and tape, cause we're gonna do a craft project and make our budget make sense.
We're gonna do, what do they call that?
Arts and
I'll
crafts, just
cut
stick
and
it over
paste.
together and then take it to say,
Creative
this
crafts.
is what I want. Oh, real life copy paste, I like that, that's good. Actually, we cut and paste? Yeah. Yeah.
Tim, did you get this?
Cut and paste the
The,
copy.
the
Yes,
profit loss, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's working on getting that corrected so we can have the actual numbers maybe one of these days.
Yeah.
oh,
Old school copy and paste here,
Yeah.
and so. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're
I
fine.
was just like, wait a minute.
there's all, you know what? You guys got work.
You're not Josh.
I'm good, yeah, that's cute.
What's going on?
You guys.
You can be, I'll give you the badge and gun. I'll give you the badge
Enjoy
and
your
gun. You can go up
arts
there
and
and fight
crafts.
some guns. Oh, okay, okay. I think it was pretty nice to me today. Nobody yelled at me too much, so.
Well, I like
You know that
having.
full
Yeah, we like
estimated
being here.
enterprise expenditure number is gonna be different.
And whoever did get in that, I know.
Yeah, cause that has to come over to here. Me too. There's another one that
Oh.
isn't right.
And they were,
There's another one that isn't right.
No, Michelle sent me that, then
Oh.
you sent me something else, no, I was confused.
Mm-hmm, I agree.
they got them, putting, getting it pretty good, put down to the south.
Uh-huh.
I asked them, how was going on, cause they, I don't
We're going
know.
on in here. Thank you.
I was actually opening it for
He said,
not
well,
looking at the ear.
I've got to see it,
Something else.
Oh.
they go to German prison,
Okay.
just, a pretty,
Mhm.
raising.
Yeah.
And he was, younger, better, he was,
Oh, yeah, cause Greg would do that.
Yeah.
that's
Well, it probably wouldn't have got down there.
Oh,
got in trouble.
uh-huh.
Okay, that's not good.
Them old boys, that was knocking around. Like I said, after they said.
You see, this comes out of this, right?
Yeah.
Here,
And they took
He
me,
told you that?
yeah. Just
there it is.
when they signed me to take them, man, I didn't say anything about
I
what.
wear Chester's.
Yeah.
So
She wants, we've gotta have her hands for the police.
Right.
So this is gonna be the correct stuff. Everything here is good, everything here
Yes.
is okay.
That is this one right there.
Yeah, please.
So this, I mean, that's only off because this
You see a black guy go around.
Here goes.
He was a good shot.
Yep.
minus that 3,20, whatever number, and add in the 9,220. It should,
No.
yeah. It's just
Not
the
at all.
mosquito fund that you're checking. Stupid mosquito fund. See, mosquitoes causing problems everywhere, in budgets, in real
Then
life.
mosquitoes,
One of those little things bit inside of my ear.
Oh, well, that's rude.
And it was crazy.
That's just disrespectful.
I'll just set it up here.
Okay, thanks.
Josh, if your shift's over, you can leave anytime.
I was told to be here with you guys, so
Okay.
In case we start fighting.
in case Tim doesn't like something, so.
You never know, Judy might cause a fight in here.
Oh, I was gonna say, in case Jay starts getting a little out of hand.
In case anybody wants to update
The
the
audience.
total estimated enterprise expenditures with the correct mosquito number, it would go from the 116,000 to actually 122,220.
And where are you looking at there?
The total estimated enterprise expenditures, if anybody wanted to make a note that once the mosquito fund is corrected to the 9,220, budget number, that the estimated expenditures for the enterprise would be 122,220. But if you don't wanna make that note, you don't have to, I should.
Did you guys add the payroll, cause the old one has payroll for water and sewer too.
Yeah.
There's a line item for payroll for the.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, is that this mosquito fund that's on the old one is actually the new one.
Oh, God. Okay.
That's why everything was so backwards and
That's
confusing.
crazy.
Yeah, it's actually the mosquito, so the thing that we were talking about with the police fund being off, it's not the police fund that was off, it's the mosquito fund that was, is not correct, so, yeah. And in her defense, we did make quite a few changes. So, there's that.
All right, I will make a motion to go ahead and pass the third reading of the 25-26 fiscal year budget with the changes we discussed. And those changes were on the police fund. And we're just gonna spell out that,
Equipment and dispatch expenses.
yeah,
Equipment and
administration,
department expenses.
vehicles and equipment.
Department expenses.
The vehicles.
Oh, I wrote department.
It's like equipment and department expenses.
Yep.
Just-
Department expense with police equipment and minus 27,000 for dispatch, and dispatch will go on a separate line.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So she's,
So equipment will be whatever that is, 11,000,
Right.
9,000. And then
Well,
dispatch should be held.
wouldn't it just be easier for her to just add and department expenses to it? And then-
That's what I've got is where it says,
'Cause if
where
you
it
just-
says equipment, just leave equipment and in parentheses, department expenses, police equipment, and minus 27,000 for dispatch. Just,
Or just leave it at 36,000 and say equipment and department expenses.
Right, the department expenses would be the dispatch, so she doesn't separate them,
right,
it can all stay in the one.
on the
thing.
same line,
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
just
that's
have-
the way I've
just
got it
leave
written out, is
Okay.
it all stays on the same line.
Right, so the dispatch 27,000 would not show up as an individual line.
Right.
Okay. Mine looks,
So we got a motion to
I'll
pass,
second
do we have a second?
I'll second
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
And I will second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
meeting adjourned.
Well, that was chaotic.
Chaotic. By God, we got it done and it didn't take us 9 meetings to get it done.
So we all have all of our eyes and fingers.
That's like that.
Amen.
We're all cross-eyed.
Okay.
Carried. And so then she'll get this printed up and then it'll get put in the paper?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
I don't think it gets put in the paper.
yeah, it has to get put in the
It
paper.
does.
Yes, it will. Warren's already got theirs in.
It's supposed to.
But you guys got to remember, like our minutes, we don't have to put minutes in the paper for the simple fact we don't have a newspaper here. I'm not sure how it works on the budget, but if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't.
We just post it.
But she'll find out, and if it needs to go in,
I was gonna say, we got a little bit of time to kind of work that out, and if it doesn't, then
it'll be posted.
I'll post it on Facebook.
Well, it'll be posted on the bulletin board.
Yeah.
and
Well, I know it's always been put in before. Well, last year, nothing got put in, but I know it was getting put in because I was saving like the wages. That also has to go in there, doesn't it?
Yes, the wages have got.
That wages for
Yeah.
the year has to go in right now too, doesn't it?
No, at the end of the year,
No, the rest of them put them in right at about the end of June. Because I copied them and cut them out and saved them for the different, like
may not be
Mason.
talking about the same thing.
We might check into it, but I know.
But I don't know if we're talking about the same thing.
Well, it's the yearly wages that go in for everybody, like the council members and
So from
everybody.
like last year? How do we know about the wages for this year? Because obviously we had 4 meetings this month, what if we have to have 2 more?
It's
meetings?
it's from, like this is, from June to June.
Right.
And, but
Oh,
well,
so would it be from last
from
Okay.
June to this June for,
got you, I'm on the same page now.
Right.
yeah, and they,
Yeah, I
put
think we're
those
supposed
in,
to,
and-
yeah.
Michelle was supposed to have done it last year and she put it on somebody else and put it on somebody else, and it never did get there. But, no, I think it's Warlander, one of them's already put their stuff in.
Yeah.
Right.
The only thing we didn't get done is water and sewer increases.
We'll do that at the meeting, regular meeting.
Well, it's easier to do it through the budget
Oh,
usually.
yes, we better do that.
Oh, I thought
But
we
can we
already.
reopen the meeting now?
I would think that we could, I mean,
I cut it.
Uh,
I cut it after
Oh.
after you adjourn.
Okay.
I never post anything. I always start
Okay.
it right as you say, let's call the meeting to
We're-
order, and then I cut it after we're adjourned.
we haven't adjourned yet, so if you want to start it.
Oh, it's,
But we haven't adjourned, but we do need to speak about water and sewer increases. They were supposed to be done last year. They never did.
Yeah, because weren't they supposed to start in effect in January?
June.
I thought it was
June
supposed
is the
to,
magic month.
I thought they had already talked about that and it was started.
We did, but it never did start. She never.
Oh, geez, I hate to get my water bill.
So my suggestion on it is, raise it $15, a flat 15 for, it'd be what, $7.50 for sewer and $7.50 for water?
$7.50 for sewer, $7.50 for water. Well, you got your mosquito in there too.
And we probably should put one forward, at least $1 raise there, just to kind of have a little bit better.
Because that's gotta go into the budget, otherwise we can't do it for the next budget session.
Or we have to have a whole minute after the other budget come out, which,
And whatever we do, we still gotta send that to upgrade our, ordinance book, so once we do that, we gotta create an ordinance
yeah.
and get that in.
I think
Sorry, Josh, we reopened the meeting.
Doesn't surprise me.
So I'm in favor of that, that's what we talked about last time,
Yeah.
was so instead of it being 15, it was, we raised it, we raised the mosquito $1, so I believe it was $7.50, and we raised the mosquito $1.
Yeah.
So it would be a total of $16 per household.
But we haven't had a raise in utilities forever. And we're going to get in trouble here pretty quick because we gotta show, what's that, a reserve fund for that. And I would suggest putting half of this raise in a reserve to show them that we're trying.
Can't you just put the whole $16 in?
We could put the whole part in reserves, but then if we need it, we'll have to reappropriate it.
Well, at this point, we have it kind of sorted out with what we have without this. So if we were to just put this right into the reserves, it really wouldn't show it. We wouldn't have to see too much of a change in this. That didn't make a whole lot of sense. So we don't have the total increase. We don't have this. The budget does not reflect an increase to the utilities. So at the moment, we can see how it would look, and we have it set out that this is what we'd have for the year, and we look pretty okay. So we could, at least for this year, just put the full increase into the reserve and give that a little boost, and we don't have to rework everything else.
Well, we've gotta add the increase in somewhere.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, we put we add
Yeah,
the increase,
right.
it's just, that goes straight to the reserve.
Well, yeah, we can put it straight to the reserve, and if we need it, we can always reappropriate it.
But at least for a
And then it
time,
wouldn't change this. The only thing that would change in this, we would have to add there is a raise on water, sewer.
right, it would be, let's see, it would probably go, utilities and water would have an increase, no, that would not be right. Oh yeah, the water funds and sewer funds would be increased. And that would show up in the cash reserves, I think, somehow. You know what, Sandy probably would know.
Yeah, I'll bet Sandy would know how to do it because they do increases on their
Yeah.
irrigation projects, so can we probably ought to have a motion to amend, putting the raises in. And then just have Sandy put them in where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So
Do we, let me ask this question. Seeing it's budget session, do we have to still have 3 readings on that? Or will this, we don't have to?
Because we can amend the 3 readings, the 3rd reading is the final one, and all amendments, anywhere where we amended it goes into the 3rd reading, so we don't have to have, we've had our 3 readings.
So basically, whatever we put here and we take yes for the 3rd reading, that's it. We don't get to change it again unless we wanna redo the whole darn thing.
Right. So what do we wanna put in here? What do I wanna tell Sandy? Amend?
That, we're increasing
The water, sewer, and mosquito.
the sewer by $7.50, the water by $7.50, and mosquito by $1, for a total increase of 16. And those should go into the fund, there's water, sewer, and mosquito funds, that should reflect there.
We're increasing water by $7.50. Sewer by $7.50. 7. And mosquito. By $1. Super. I will make a motion to go ahead and amend the budget to have Sandy put in there that we're increasing the water by $7.50, sewer by $7.50, and mosquito by $1.
Mosquito.
Effective
Mesquite.
MSQUITO. I know how to spell, I know how to spell
Mesquite.
anything, yes.
Honestly, mosquitoes,
Listen to
like,
mesquite.
mosquitoes is an annoying word, mosquitoes suck as a vector, they suck at the word.
So- Forgetting the spelling lesson, do I have a second?
I second.
All those in favor? Aye.
I keep forgetting.
Now, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned. Josh, we're done.